All right, let's get started with the breakfast this morning. Hello and good morning. Let me share this out and then we'll get to rolling. Whoop whoop, it's another beautiful day. It's that time of day. Good morning, it's 6:43 a.m. in the kingdom. Whoop whoop. We've already had a boiling hot shower and we're ready for another Monday morning at work. What's up, Intergalactic? How are you today? Michael, good morning. It's just another day when people love to say, what do you think about me? Good morning, Sharon. How are you today? I hope everything works out for you in all ways. Good morning, Zach. Paul Thomas, good morning. It's another day. I'm sharing this out now. You may get a couple of shares, but hey, it is what it is. Good morning, Des. Whoop, 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 boom. Sharing this out in the morning's a headache. Yeah, we're going to do the raw garlic. Back to what I used to do. We're going to do a good month of fasting. Well, first we're going to do a good month of keto. Then I don't know how many days of fasting. And during this time, we're going to get back on the track again. We backslided for a little while, but not long. It didn't really hurt. Okay, let's do it. And we're back on the Motorola phone, the phone that works. We are on the phone that works. Woohoo. Camera's not great, but it's not blinking and nonsense. All right, let's go ahead and knock out the nasty part first. The nasty part for me is this part. This apple cider vinegar with your mother. Your mother means the mother of the nastiness from the garlic. So we shake it all up and we pour a little bit into a bottle of a glass. Just about a couple spoonfuls. Now that that's done, we grab our water and we mix it, because drinking it straight is very intense. There we go. Now let's start out with that part, and this is the hard part. Booyah, booyah, booyah. Cheers. I just hate apple cider vinegar. Oh, it's hard. It takes a while to get used to it again, but we'll be all right. All right. Woo! Jesus, that's tough. I know the feeling and the taste. It's horrible, Paul. Oh. Arian, what's up? All right. Now let's take our boiled egg. Whoa! My boiled egg. Cut a boiled egg in half. Take a raw garlic clove. Trim off the end. Cut that garlic clove in half. Now, we have a raw garlic clove. We take a half a boiled egg and we stick that garlic clove on top. Oh, what diet is this? This just helps keep your blood pressure and sugar in check. You do it for a month, all your vitals go back to normal. All right, let's take another half an egg, another raw garlic. I can only do one today. Oh my God. Oh, jeez Louise, that's terrible. Okay, we reached our limit on that today. I can't do no more than one. Woo. Oh. All right, hold on. I need a cup of coffee to wash all this nasty stuff down my belly. Now today, I will have the breath of a demon. Anybody who comes to my office, I'm going to be writing, hello. Yeah, that apple cider vinegar is no joke. Man, it's terrible. And it brings back a childhood memory, which I hate, and we'll explain that in the other room. Fred, good morning. Oh. Whew. Boy, that was hardcore. All right, booyah. We did it. I don't know about Mary. What's up, Puff? Puff in the house. Magic in the house. The morning's tortures. The keto part, I'm basically not really doing keto. I'm more doing like carnivore, but AKA keto. So my diet is basically carnivore, but you can call it keto. All right, we've tackled the morning thing. So what is the date today? We will get our vital signs tested and see how we're doing. And then we will see how the change in 30 days. What happened to me previously? When I did fasting, keto, and the morning apple cider vinegar with the garlic, after 30 days, I required 0 sugar meds. And then I did a water fast for 30 days, and all blood sugar problems stopped and never came back. Now, I was still on a blood pressure medicine. I had stopped that for 6 months. After this, for 45 days. So what has happened is it reversed my diabetes. I had no diabetic problem. And then now it will reverse any blood pressure problem. It takes around 45 days to get it full in gear. I don't really have problem, but maintaining and doing this at least about every 6 months keeps everything on the norm. If I let it go and do nonsense for 6 months, it could come back. It hasn't, but it could. So I keep it in check. So I'm 59 years old, and I solved my health problems with apple cider vinegar, garlic, and carnivore, basically. About 45 days, and you're back to normal. Your body's completely reset. And you can cheat for 6 months with no effects because you've reset your body. And it'll take that long for the toxins and poisons to build back up in your fat cells. So Earl's playing with something, I don't want to yell at him. The only thing you drink, by the way, is water, coffee, or tea. Everything is no sugar. You partake of no sugar. Reducing the calorie intake, generally the best thing you can do for your body. The best thing and the easiest thing to do in the world, and it's not a scientific secret, you don't need Einstein. If you eat less and move more, that will help anybody. But if you want to take it to another extreme and you're trying to reset your body and metabolism and your whole outlook, this is what you need to do. So I'm resetting everything in my body. That's it, just a body reset. It's kind of like a resetting your telephone. Resetting everything, let it start again. You know how you do an Android? After 6 months to a year with an Android phone, it kind of slows down. Then you do a reset and it's a new phone again. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a reset on my whole body. That's it. And I can tell the difference. When I switch to this type of lifestyle, I really can tell. I'm doing a factory reset on the old body. Cheers on the factory reset. You know what? That looks dirty. Doing a factory reset on the MacBook Pro, that's a super old, doesn't always make it faster. MacBook is different. I gotta find something. There it is. I found it. I gotta change out my vape filter thing because they become dirty looking. Whether it's dirty or not, I don't know, but it starts to taste like fire. Oh, we got a brand new vape thing. You open these up. New versus old. The old one gets a little, this filter here at the bottom or whatever it is, it's like a cotton thing. It becomes a darker color, like a gray. And when you start out new, they're white at the bottom. That little bitty speck right there. I don't know. I think it's the fire starter or whatever it is. And then we throw the old ones away. They're disposable. There we go. Now, we let that set and soak for a while. Dispose of the older one. I'm sure they could have made it where you could have just replaced that little cotton thing, but no. They want to do a whole plastic thing and make it a big ordeal. That way you stay with that company. That way you can stick with the Caliburn company. Wow. Is that a 50-50 vape mix? I don't know what it is. You have to look it up online. Where'd it go? You got to look it up online. Just look it up. I don't know. It's Red Vape VCT. Look it up. Ripe Vapes VCT. Ripe, RIPE, VAPES, VCT. BG-PG ratio. Hell, I don't know what that means. I have no idea. I'm no guru on this nonsense. I don't even know. I'm not a vaping guru. I have zero idea. What's funny is everybody wants to know what is in that vape. What's it contain? What is the formula of the mathematical calculation of the elements hereby contained in the vapor that is inside of the liquid of the fluid that is burned due to the mathematical equations of the calculations of the element table? Everybody's all concerned about the vape. Nobody ever talks about what's in that freaking cigarette you smoke. Really? Good morning, Chris. You smoking a cigarette, tobacco been on the floor, birds, worms, and shit, and carcinogens. Nobody wants to talk about that. But when it comes to the vape, oh, we better dissect it. It could be a problem. Back at the old grind, I'm doing the same SOS. Yeah, everybody wants to talk about the vape and totally dissect it. But it comes down to the cigarette, nobody gives a shit. Moderately okay. I would have to say it's just all right. All right. Cheers. It's 91 degrees Fahrenheit at 10 p.m. Yes, I'm in New Mexico. The Caliburn pods take a 50-50 BG-PG. I don't know. You buy any of the juice, no, it doesn't really, I don't know what they take. Whatever it is, the Indian dude knows what to do. I don't know. The Yemeni guy, he don't know how, he just sell you anything. But the Indian dude over here, he has knowledge of his products. Man, I'm not sure what I need to get into today. I got a damn major tender to read through and bid, and I hate dealing with shit nonsense. There's been a new technology hack, and now the whole world's upside down, and I think they do this shit on purpose. And when you're in a radio communications inside a secure network, they use a 256-bit encryption called TEA1. Supposedly, some hacker got through the encryption. Like you got some kind of spy thing going on at your oil and gas. I don't think it's a big deal. But they're blowing it way out of proportion. And just to fix this problem is going to take a year or two, so you can't stop business. Some moron somewhere on the planet claims that he hacked 256-bit encryption. I think they've always had a hack for all that stuff. Just depends how hard you want it to work. There's no such thing as anything. There's nothing in the world 100% secure. Never has been, never will be. There are some walls you can put up to make it harder to get over. But other than that, there's no security in the world whatsoever. If you think you've got a totally secure network or design system, you're BSing. I'm working with manufacturers. We're going to figure it out. We'll figure it out in a few days. The manufacturer put together a task force. It'll be fixed soon. But people think, oh, we better not buy, we better replace. You don't have to replace your system. There'll be an upgrade. You think that they're going to make the whole world obsolete because of one moron in a basement figured out how to open up a back door? No. I mean, anybody that talks like that needs to be fired. The manufacturers will figure out a system. That's why they have design engineers that will look into this and figure out. In the meantime, they're not going to interrupt anything that's going to really matter or make a difference. And plus, even because one company or one guy was able to do it, that means 99.99999 nobody could do it still. It's just the way it is. These networks, always somebody figure out how to jump over the wall that you build. They jump over to get through. The number one hack in the world is nothing to do with technology. You know what's the number one hack in the world? Does anybody know? What is the number one security hack in the world? Any idea? Somebody guess. Give me a guess. Somebody say, what is the number one security hack in the world? Social engineering. That is correct. Mr. Neal, you hit the nail. Social engineering. That's the number one security hack. No matter what you do and how much money you spend, there's some dumbass in your company or some vendor you deal with that can be socially engineered. Social engineering gets them every time. You can spend $1 billion, news media. They get you to buy all this crap, do all this stuff, but you can socially engineer about anybody. It's not that hard. One time or another, you'll get them. Stealing people Apple credit cards. Okay, what are you going to do with it? Can I elaborate on social engineering? I send your secretary at work an email to let her know she has to click here to re-register her child at the daycare. She clicks the file and it's a virus and she didn't know it and it goes into the system. That's one example. There's many other things you can do. Give somebody a USB stick. Give somebody to watch a video. Get somebody to click on a WhatsApp message that has a hidden file in it. There's so many things. Most of the time, social engineering, they will do this type of nature, or they will send you something that looks like your regular person you deal with. All his basic hacks are based on inside information. They always are. Social engineering people, they know you can figure out what's going on about anywhere. There's no such thing as secure. Doesn't exist. 99% of all encryption and everything has already been hacked, but the smart hacker keeps it quiet and doesn't expose it. Now some moron wanted to become famous, so he exposes it. Pilching and social engineering are synonyms. This is true. Anyway, this came about over the past week, and now we have to deal with it. They're getting more clever every day. They can do about anything. Mike Boulder, what's up? Classic is leaving USB sticks outside of business. This is true, too. They're all in India. Actually, no. Most of the Indian folks are used as a Putz Tool. I call it a Putz Tool. They're actually out of East Europe. Your best hackers on the planet come out of Eastern Europe, from Poland to Russia and this Czech Republic. They just use, like the Filipino and the Indians, as a gateway to keep a barrier and a buffer between themselves. The Indian technology is similar to the Chinese technology. It's been copied and floppied. It has nothing to do with the reality of engineering excellence. Your number one hackers on the planet are in Eastern Europe. But they may spread and start it through India and use them as the tool. I don't know if you remember, but the first guy who shut down the world, remember this guy? Do you guys remember the first guy who shut down the planet? It was around 10 years ago, I believe, maybe further back. It was a young Filipino kid supposedly in a hut somewhere on an island. Do you really think he did that? He didn't do it. Somebody socially engineered him and made him think he had the tools so he could spread it when it wasn't really him. He didn't create anything. And that was in the world before there was any internet laws against cybercrime. So the first cyber criminal, temperature's 136 there recently. Was it? I don't know. I didn't look outside. So the first internet criminal was a Filipino kid. And to be honest, there was no crime or no law in place to say it was a crime, and he got unscathed. He got no punishment whatsoever. I think the court told him he had to stay off the internet 1 or 2 years, but he didn't come up with that. He wasn't the technology guru. Somebody in Eastern Europe fed him the information to help him build something that he thought he created. They actually just social engineered him, and they kept that buffer away from them. So the dudes over in Eastern Europe were laughing their ass off that they set this guy up to spread and shut the world down, and he didn't have anything to do with it. Usually the person they put in your face as the criminal is actually, he's been taken advantage of also. The Saudi hacked the Russian TV. Did they? I think the first hack was actually this Filipino dude. The major hack that was really a problem. Uh, what time is it? Oh, I was playing with the nothing phone again. I've been, it's 7 o'clock. I got an hour before I even need to leave. Last night, as I lie in bed, I was sitting there playing with the nothing two phone, trying to figure out what I could do. We're all doomed. It's not all doom and gloom. We're doing fine. No matter how doom and gloom things are, it's not that way. Right now, there's billions of people sitting somewhere looking at the sky saying, thank you, God, and they're living their best life. But it's easier and more fun to concentrate on the drama and the nonsense because that's what people like. People don't like good news. They don't want to hear happy, beautiful things. People want to hear bullshit. That's the world. The world. Why do you think Maury Povich became so popular? Because people want to hear BS. They want to hear that nonsense. You are the Father. That's what people want to hear. You could actually change that show around and you could say, we found your long lost father, son. Let's unite you. No, they better put two people on the stage fight like cats and dogs. And then you are the Father. You are not the Father. Because drama sells. Good old stuff don't sell. Nobody wants to hear the good news and the happy news. We need drama. That's what we need. You know this drama that's going on right now with old Andrew Tate, calling him a human trafficker? Do you know what that case is based on? He didn't do shit. He's actually a straight up dude. But they want to portray him as a sexual predator. All he did was pay girls to get on TikTok and make videos. He did the production work with a crew. And they made TikToks. Clean, wholesome, regular old TikToks. Shake your booty, I'm a cutie. That's all they did. That's all he did. I didn't see any video he put out, but that's all he did. People don't like him a lot because he's a man's man. He believes in being a man, and his attitude and he portrays is a little offensive to people. They don't like it. He's actually a good person when you listen to him at heart. He's a good guy. He really is. But people think he's a peckerhead. He's not. It's just the nature. Yeah, he's actually a good person. I used to think he was a peckerhead till I researched it, and then I listened to him. They were underage, so they made a TikTok. They weren't naked. They were on TikTok. 99.9% of TikTok is 14-year-olds dressing up like 30-year-olds trying to get your pecker to stand up. That's what TikTok's all about. That's what it's about. Everybody knows it. If you're watching TikTok, you know what it's about. Don't try to BS. Everybody knows. Watching them little teenage girls shake their boots, trying to pretend like they're 30. Give me a break. Don't entrap a man for a social media system. Has nothing to do with him. Hey, Randy, did you get a good rest? Man, I slept really well. I feel fantastic. I woke up at 5 something this morning and took a hot shower. Got out of the shower. I did a little shave before the shower, just this little area. I feel freaking fantastic. Whoop, whoop. At night, I lay in bed every night and I watch YouTube or Netflix. Lately, I'm tired of Netflix, so I've been watching YouTube. And 99% of what I watch on YouTube is documentaries or people sailing. I don't know or care either way what or who he is. Yeah, there you go. A lot of people don't. But it is the punchline of the media today. You know what's funny? The whole world is ready to talk about Andrew Tate or their Kardashian girls. What are those girls called? Those douchebag girls? That mom who she got her children hookering them out to them basketball players. The Kardashian Hookers. Yeah, her mother is actually is actually a what do you call a sex trafficker. She sells her girls out to them basketball players. But people want to talk about all that and they love to hear about it. Oh, it makes people crazy. But if you want to tell everybody the good news and God is here and He cares about you and God created Adam and Eve and that's how the world started and this and that, nobody wants to hear that. But boy, talk about them old Kardashian hookers. Oh, everybody wants to hear about them big old butt basketball screwing Kardashian hookers. Look, I'm the mother of the Kardashians. And my daughters are hookers for the athletes. And by the way, my ex-husband has a vagina. Whoop, whoop. Give me a break. What kind of nonsense did we engulf ourselves into? And the people follow what they do. Oh, look what they're doing. That old Kardashian girl, oh my God. Isn't this wonderful? Hooker to the best, athletes, athletic hookers. Look at that, that's what they do. I don't understand it, I'm confused, and maybe it's because I don't have the right size manly tool. But let's be honest, okay? When you look at the situation, ladies, excuse me, but I'm just going to talk to the men, you're welcome to listen. If you look at the backside of one of them Kardashians, that's her boudaki. Her butt sticks out this far and it looks like this. Now, if your butt sticks out that far, how in the world is my manhood going to take care of anything? There's no space. You're going to shorten the experience. Flat butt girls is a better. If you got a flat boob, you're better. All the big old butt does is push you back around 6 to 8 inches. Well, if you push me back to 6 to 8 inches, I'm going to be not even a French tickler. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to be able to excite the spaghetti. Think about it. Whoop, whoop. Good morning. Now let's get back to reality. Well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do today. Big butt has more meat. I don't need meat. Anyway, that was just my... Earl, would you quit? Jesus. There's quite a difference between Kardashians and Filipino people. Yes, there is. I need to put this away. All right. Put this phone in this bag and throw it in my backpack. All for the blankety blank. It is all for the blankety blank. I'm getting my bag packed up to go to work. I got things to do. I'm a little early, but I like to be ready early sometimes. Okay, we got to put on our working. You said it already, did I? All right. Randy, how is the crime rate there? There is no crime in Saudi. Pretty much the crime here is zero. It's not even measurable on the scale of crime. I would say any crime that exists would probably be white collar type crime. Now that doesn't mean there is zero crime. I'm sure there's something somewhere. Somewhere today somebody's going to wake up and his wife's going to start going, da, 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 and he's going to go whop, or vice versa. Some husband's going to wake up with some BS and tell his wife a story, and she's going to go whop. So I'm sure there's some domestic nonsense going on. That's the nature of the beast. It's just the way it is. But all in all, virtual, as far as violent and all that kind of crime, that's not really a thing. Occasionally you may have something flick off, but there's no toxic society here. You know? It's getting awful in the U.S. Yeah, they make it in your face that it's awful, but I know a lot of people in America that are living in a good community and living their best life. But it is becoming awful. The toxicity of a human nature and what's being allowed in America is embarrassing, and it starts at the top. When you're led by the weakest link, what do you expect? If you ever just sit back and watch Twitter, X, and look at the White House and the POTUS tweets, they're such bullshit. I mean, sorry, they're such garbage lies. If you look at that and think anything, it's your fault on the left. You liberal nonsense people that think that this is the way it should be and this is how it has to be and we're making the better world. You'll see. You're going to end up like Sodom and Gomorrah. Everything. When you wake up in the morning and people care more about women with peckers than they do children in a kindergarten, you've got a problem. When you stop worrying about the upbringing of your children and you start putting them cross half-breeds in front of them and showing them it's normal, there's your problem. That's my thoughts. But it may not be. You may be comfortable with that. It's up to you. Good morning, Muhammad. We've already had one Sodom and Gomorrah. But then again, the people around the planet, we're dumbasses. We're a young society and we don't know what's going on. And human nature is ignorance. For a million years, people have been around the planet. It's not been 5,000, 6,000 years. If you look at the history, the Ice Age, there was people before the Ice Age. And we are always doing stupid crap without a care in the world. If you think about the people in Pompeii, they were down there living the life, buddy, screwing and chewing and doing everything right next to a volcano, acting like nothing's all wrong. They built a beautiful community. What happened? Then volcano blew up and killed them all. We don't use common sense. Ignorance is bliss. It is what it is. We can't do much about it. Let people live the way they want. I don't care how you live. Just keep it out of my face. I don't care what you do in the bedroom. Just shut the door. I don't want to look at that nonsense. I don't know why people think we need to care about what they do, how they eat, and how they live. Hell, people are people. I don't care what you do in the privacy of your own home. That's your business. You can be anything you want. Up to you. Don't bother me. I hate these glasses, man. They bother my eyeballs. There we go. Well, we're getting ready to go to the office in a second. It's getting scary to go out, is it? Well, that sucks. You should move somewhere where it's not scary. You can move. Sell everything you got and move for you. A lot of people are sacrificing for ignorance. Oh, I don't want to leave my city because my children are here. And your children lives 2 blocks away and ain't stopped by to visit your house in 6 months. What's that tell you? Get up off your ass and go somewhere. If they don't take a flight to visit you, that lets you know they didn't give a shit to begin with. Go live where you want, do what you want. It's your life. Stop living your life for other people. Booyah! That's what you got to do. Stop living your life for other people. Your life is precious and is a miracle gift. If you're wasting it for other people and nonsense, you're at fault, nobody else. You can't blame the world about crime. You can't blame the world about your dirty area or your bad environment. You have to leave. You wish, but I work. We all work. It's hard to get up and go. It's hard to get up and go. You got to wake up one day and say, I've had enough, and just go for a wild chance and take a spin on life. It's not easy. The reason is most people is entrapped. You're entrapped with your credit card, your house, big car, insurance, your medical care, blah, 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 blah. All those are entrapment. You're trapped in your daily survival life. You got to step back and get away. You got to step back. Step back. Just go do what you want to do. Don't worry about it. You got to have a little bit of a wild side to take off and just go see the planet, and you'll figure it out along the way. Now, there is a good chance that you're just a dumbass and you probably couldn't survive outside of your city limits. Now, that's some of the people. But most people are actually very good survivalists. Mankind didn't get where we're at today by having a lack of ingenuity. Got not a good feeling trapped. Man, it is what it is. Actually, what most people are trapped in is I'm similar, is convenience. I'm trapped out of convenience, but I'm not necessarily trapped. I choose to work where I feel the environment's wonderful. And then there came a time in my life where my children, I wanted them to go to universities and live another life. So they're at my wife's home country instead of my home country. You have to decide what's your home country once you get married, or what's your home state, or where you're going to live. These are other factors you have to consider. When you marry somebody from some other country, you think about it. Well, most likely a woman someday is going to live near her family. And the older they get, the more they want to be around their kin. Most of the time, the men sacrifices. They don't have as much separation anxiety. You can put a man on the other side of the planet, he'll have a whole community and a family in about 2 weeks. A woman takes longer to fit in and set in and adjust. Men don't have a lot of separation anxiety. That's mainly a ladies' thing. Personally, I find new places exhilarating. New communities and new people, I love it. Whether it's good or bad, I still want to figure it out and see how things work. Let's get out of here. You know what I need to do? Hold on 1 second. I'm going to run out and start the car. That's me. I'm a female. There you go. Hold on. Let me start the car. Ugh. Are we in here digging for gold? All right, we got the car cooling off, so it's not boiling hot when we partake on our adventurous travels to work. It's good to try new things. It sure is. Can you have stevia? You can have stevia, but I'm not really into it. You can have stevia, but I don't really care about sweetness. It's not a big thing for me. I'm over it now. The pain is gone. You trapped with the vape, set yourself free. Actually, the vape relieved me of the cigarette. It was different. Okay, what are we going to do here? Make sure I got everything I need. I'm thinking I may want to go to the bathroom before I leave. Let me sit here a minute and think about it. Yeah, I will. I got a couple of things I got to do today. Here comes, hold back that loving feeling. You got that loving feeling. Have a nice day. Kim, what are you going to do? What's your day? Your day's ending. Did you have a good day? I hope you did. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you did. I'm just starting my day, as you know. We'll be chilled out, headed to work here in a few moments. You had a peaceful day? Boy, I love a peaceful day. Peaceful days are good, rare and far and few between. Comfortable peaceful days are rare. especially in this boiling hot summer. It's hard to find a nice, peaceful day. Unless you're in Helsinki, you can be right in the city with 5 million people and feel peaceful and silent. Yeah, you can feel all of the peaceful silence and solitude. I'm glad. Good you had a great day, Ken. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? All my friends have Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my life with no help from my king. All right, we got all this nonsense together. Let me use the bathroom and then we will adventure on. I live peaceful every day. Jamie Richmond, fantastic. I'm glad you do. It's good. That's a blessing in itself. I will use the bathroom and then we will continue our journey on our way to work to see what's going on in the beautiful environment in the eastern region where it's either 90 or 100 degrees already in the morning by 7 o'clock. Can we go camel watching? We can do that on the weekend. Not today's a work day. 89 feels like 103. Hold on, I gotta hit the bathroom. Oh, Earl, what are you doing, dude? Work. Make sure we got everything we need. We got all our devices. We're ready to roll. Let's get out of here and start this fantastic day. Oh, boy. I can't wait for my nonsense to get started. I'm never much in the mood getting out of here. Here we go. Say goodbye. We're going to work. Earl, see you later. Have a good day. Woo-hoo. It's not too humid today. That's wonderful. I hate humidity. Oh, when it's not humid, it's nice. fish smell and sand in the air. What's up, Randy? We're back again. Hey, what's happening, man? We're back to our garlic and nonsense. Did you turn off the humidifier? I don't have nothing like that. Okay. Okay, the internet will get all squeakly and then it'll come out good here in a minute. When I leave in the morning, the network switches from, I already had to borrow it. The network switches from the Wi-Fi to the outside, so my internet will go googly for a minute, then it'll come back. God willing. The city turned off humidifier for the city. Yeah, they did. Oh. It is 7:39 a.m. It is 36 degrees Celsius. We're in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Whoop whoop. Where all your dreams come true. Son of a beach. We have a problem, Junior. I forgot my glasses for reading. Hold on. I thought I put them in the bag. I just realized I forgot my glasses. Give me a minute. You know what? I don't really need them. I'll just wear these glasses. Never mind. We'll turn around. I was going to change my glasses, but I can deal with these. They just slip on my face a little bit. Nah, I better get my reading glasses. Give me a minute. I got to go back to the house. Yeah, I got to get my other glasses or I'll be suffering all day and be pissed. Give me just a second. Go back and get my glasses, damn it. I looked back and I seen them on the table. Why didn't my mind tell me that I needed them? I had a brain fart. Be right back. Oh, sunny days are coming upon us every day. Oh, I don't know who parks that dirty ass old GMC out here every day. I guess they're on a holiday. That damn thing been here forever. I hate cars that just hang out for months at a time. Look at that dirty ass car. looks bad in the community. Not that this is a 5-star community, but still. Cleanliness. I need a cleanly community. Old dirty car looking at that when I get up is not nice. Wait a minute, open again, says me. Look at that little car, and they put the Jeep name on it. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. That ain't what a Jeep's about. That's just using a brand name to sell some piece of crap little car. Look at that. Oh, the Jeep Sport. That is the ugliest car. Looks like one of them kung fu cars. Really, that ain't no Jeep. I'd be better off if it looks like a Kia. Even Kia looks better than that. That's just an ugly car. Soap dish, it's ugly. Probably the ugliest car I've ever seen. The designer there should be fired. Whoever works down at Jeep, if you design that car, you should be fired. You suck. Your creativity is just like, I guess you had a bad month at work. The Jeep POS. It is a POS. Look at that thing. That's nonsense. They need to take the name Jeep off of that piece of crap. Imagine the dude calls you up, man, I'll be picking you up in my Jeep. And he pulls up in that cracker box. That ain't no Jeep. Not even close to a Jeep. That's not what the brand means to me anyway. They're trying to utilize these other brand names by reinventing them with some other style. That's not why they became famous. People forgot what kept these places nice and cool. Whoever puts speed bumps in needs to be a lobotomy. Man, there's so many speed bumps here. It's ridiculous. Ain't my country, or I'd get a bulldozer out and remove it. I'd go rent a Bobcat, get rid of all of them if it was my country. But I'm just a visitor. This is not my nation. This is not my place. Today. It's like 90 degrees and no humidity. This is like wonderful. When you're over 110, 15 every day and you get humidity, it sucks. But today, so far this morning, it's a good day. Let's hopefully it continues. I don't think so. I was looking at the weather. By midweek, it's going to be off the chain over here. 111, 117. Every day it's going to be ridiculously even more hot. What's this old dude doing here? Hanging out. Those trees, a little drive in the morning is peaceful and nice. These trees along the side of the road really improve the environment. Every community ought to have rows of trees like that. That's so nice. It really is. Greenery and trees make everything seem better. How do they water them? They have a big truck. Dude comes by with a big hose and just drives down and waters them. Apparently they don't need water that often. I don't see them water them every day, just every now and again. That Toyota Hilux, man, those are all over the world. I'd be curious to know how many of them damn things they sell every year. There's millions and millions of them Toyota Hiluxes in every country. They say Ford is the #1 selling truck. I would think it'd be Toyota, but I could be wrong. I sure do see it feels like I see more Hilux than I do Ford. I know they're a little bit of a workhorse over here. Them Hiluxes, they're everywhere running around the country. But they overload the hell out of them. Toyota seemed to be behind the order these days. Wonder if they get anything out. Toyota's really sucking. I went and looked at the new Toyotas last year, or beginning of the year, when I had to buy a car for my daughter. And the new Toyotas are just way behind. They're not that nice at all. Now, there is a new Land Cruiser and a new Sequoia out that's pretty wonderful, but they're for the 1%ers. You got to be rich to have them. You have to be very well-to-do to have those kind of cars. Normal people can't buy them. Not without going into slavery and debt. They take a year after year you order to get one, really. Hot Wheels sells more trucks than Toyota. Maybe. Anyway, this is an oil and gas work town. These are all just regular old worker people. You don't have too much exotics in this region. There's a few here and there, but most people here is regular working people. This is your blue-collar community. People just getting by. Lego sells the most tires. This may be true. Man, they're always digging over here on this road, putting stuff in, doing things. I wonder what they're doing now. I wonder how many years that project will be to put in whatever they're doing there. You know what's funny? they spend a fortune to redo all the roads, and then these buttholes come along and dig a hole right in the middle of it. There's no real planning anywhere in the world. You pave the hell out of your street, and the next week some assholes come along and dig a big hole in the middle of it to fix something. Why don't they have a trough down the side of the road where all your utilities are? Why you have to keep digging up the highway and the roads? We just don't. We're not a very educated society. We do things backwards all the time. If you're going to repave the roads, you might as well go ahead and put in some new pipe also. That old boy's purple pants and purple shirt. He looks like he got on his pajamas. Must be a work uniform. If your shirt and pants are the same material and design, they looks like pajamas to me. Yo, Ryan, damn, where have you been? You've been out of pocket for days. You been working hard or just playing? Was he wearing a man dress? No, he was wearing just purple shirt, purple pants. Well, they're lining up way down here today. There's your day labor people waiting and waiting, hanging out everywhere. Looks like most of these old boys are from Pakistan. I see a few Afghanis, Pakistan. I wonder what prompts them to travel across the planet and stand over here on the corner. They're out in hordes today. Jesus. Do they have a labor-ready job service? I don't know. I'm sure they have it. I never looked in it. Any from Saudi? No. You never see no Saudi guy standing out there waiting for work. You never see something like that. There's your old Dodge Trooper car. The Popo's car is the same color as America, black and white. Even the number's the same, 911. You don't see many police here, it's not really needed. There's your rare glimpse of a police car. We never see any police in this country. What's up with me? Nothing overly new right now. That old police car is just a rare sight. Have you noticed you never see police here? They don't have a lot to do. High crime neighborhood. They don't, no, I don't know. He's just roaming around, keeping everybody in check, I guess. I don't know. You don't see many police here. Very seldom. Just a rare sight. Getting some donuts. He came into town to grab a donut and a coffee, probably. I tell you what, I could eat a box of Krispy Kreme this morning. I'm craving it. I got to remember I got bad breath today. Any updates on vacation? No, not at all. It's up to me. I could go today. I'm just waiting on some things. Yeah, I could go on holiday today. Everything is in line. Money's in line. Price is in line. I even have holidays in the bank. I'm just not ready to go yet. I'm trying to accomplish something. We're almost set to go. I could go this week, to be honest, but I need to wait a few months. I'm waiting on a big project to drop in, and I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks it'll happen. Soon as my hey Moose. As soon as my project drops in my way, then I can go while it's being processed. Hopefully I get some portion of a project, then I'll be ready to roll. That's all. So I could go right now. I could leave this Thursday. But I'm trying to conquer some business so I have some residual income for a little bit later. There's trash everywhere. What the hell's going on with you people? You can't hit the trash can? Alright. Sounds like you will have to take 6 months off. Man, I'd like to take a long time. We'll see how it goes. I'm actually ready for a sabbatical. I'd like to take a year off, personally. If I could take a year off, I'd feel really good to explore some other opportunities, but I'm not gonna just yet. I don't want to. I could use a year off. Damn, it's amazing how good I feel. Back on keto and doing my daily garlic, boy, I'm feeling, it just really makes me feel good. I've got so much energy today. My body feels great, and I feel just full of energy. I feel 10 years younger today. It's a miracle. Proper diet sure does make a man feel good. It's amazing how food really just screws you up. Taking care makes you feel good. Really, I feel like I could run 5 miles. Huh. Sure do feel good. Whoop, whoop. Oh. That's awesome, feeling great about yourself. It is great. When you get on the right kind of diet and program, you really feel good. It's wonderful. What's up, Mosby?
Good morning, sir. What are you doing, sir?
Please, I need to be near the door because of my signal. Some Motorola with coffee today. I ain't off of coffee.
Thank you.
Welcome. Oh, Shamsuddin. May I please have a cup of coffee? Thank you very much. Shamsuddin. Making that coffee, keeping that office clean. Oh, Shamsuddin. Turn on the computer. I hold the mistletoe. I brought that nothing bone to play with it when I had free time. Oh, and away we go. My daily routine to wash off my devices. Get rid of them old fingerprints. Now I was kicking the email. I just seen some important messages from a nice girl. She is a hardworking girl in the engineering department of one of the major oil and gas companies. She's come back from a holiday and I have to work with her today on some technical things. Which reminds me, let's look at the main. Man, let's put our reading glasses on. Oh, that's much better. I was 90 seconds behind the stream. Were you? Welcome back. How'd that happen? That happens sometimes. I feel like I could run 5 feet. YouTube acts all weird. It happens to me all the time. I was watching a video the other day and I refreshed it on the phone. Hell, I was minutes behind the whole story. Anyway, we're back on my Motorola phone. As you can see, the camera's not fluctuating. The image is not in and out. It's all clear. It's not the best quality camera, but it's stable. Man, it's a quiet morning except for a little bit of engineering work that needs to be done. You haven't done a long PUBG streaming weeks. Man, I can't get my damn internet to work right. When I start to screen PUBG, the damn thing, the screen starts flickering green, and I'm not the only one. I was watching on Twitch yesterday, a few guys, even Goof Guy, when he was streaming a game, his screen would flicker green. There's something about streaming live on Twitch is not working right anymore, for me. I guess you have to live in one of them 5-star data places. I've been having a problem. The stream starts out cool for around a minute to 5 minutes, and then it goes all nasty. I don't know why. I think it's the Saudi internet. I think so. There's something wrong. It's a connection problem. It's a bitch. Oh, that reminds me. We're going to try a new internet today. San Nicolas close to your home in Cebu? I don't know. Is it? Let me look it up. San, spell that again. What was that? San Nicolas. No, that's in Luzon. That's in northern Manila, northern Luzon. That's where all them hurricanes hit all the time. No, San Nicolas is the northern Manila, Luzon area, and it's out there and sticks out in the ocean near Japan. Is the internet faster at work? No, it's worse. Internet at work is terrible unless you connect. By the way, Joe's mom is on. Yeah, San Nicolas sticks out at the point of top of Manila. That's near like Taiwan, Hong Kong, Japan, all that area. It's always a problem. That's right at the tip of the open of the Philippine Sea and the South China Sea. Hurricanes hit there more than probably any place in the world. Well, they don't call it a hurricane. It's a typhoon. I need some stuff from Tackle Shop there. Really? Man, I don't know anybody there. They could send it to my house in Cebu on a one-day deal on a ship, and then my son can send it to you if you need something. Tell him to send it to your friend's house in Cebu. It'll arrive at my house in a few days. Can we go visit North Centennial Island? I don't even know what that is. Remember, there's 10,000 islands in the Philippines. There's a few dozen major ones and thousands of small ones. It's nothing but islands. Yeah, Ryan, send me you want me to send you the address? They can send it to Cebu. Cole can reship it to you. You could probably order it and get it sent to Cebu for free. Oh, I'm burping up garlic. That's how you handle it. Tell them to send it to your friend in Cebu, and then from there we can get it to you. Bisac Pardo, hell yeah, that's near the house. I know where that is. We drive by there all the time. Yeah, Bisac Pardo's a couple minutes from the house, not that far. That's really near the house. Yeah, Bisect Pardo's real close. A few minutes away. Just send me a message, we'll handle it. Yeah. Actually, my niece has an office there. I can connect you. She can help you. My niece would be easy to handle that. Our office is actually in Bisect Pardo. I stayed over there years ago before I owned a home. That old place is kind of hoody, but it's all right. I knew all the hood rats. It was a good old place. I used to hang out in Bisect Pardo. That's before I bought a house when I was much younger. The community used to call my wife to come pick me up. I fell asleep at the bus stop. They didn't want me to get robbed. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Ryan's getting an illegal lure. Catch a bunch of fish, maybe. Morning. Over in Bisect Pardo is when I first tried that tuba, which is that homemade wine they make from coconut. That damn stuff about killed me. I drank a bunch of it. Yeah, send me it on Twitter if you want. However you want to do it, I'll get it taken care of. Why the Philippines? What's up, Manila? What's up, Nemo? When I was young, I went with my father, regretfully, reluctantly, on a trip. My father graduated from the Wesleyan University, and my father comes from a preacher family, and all his friends was missionaries and world youth leaders. They had a new mission and a new religious thing going on in Manila. And my dad's best friend in college was the director of that world mission program. He told my dad to come over and hang out with him. Now my dad wanted to go check it out. And he didn't want to go alone. And he would always ask me to go. And I would tell him, man, I don't want to go to the damn Philippines. One day he came by the house on a Christmas Eve and said, man, I already bought you a ticket, come with me. And I reluctantly went with him, and I really enjoyed it. It was so exotic and unique when I first started going. So it was kind of like an accident. I didn't plan to go there, nothing. Next thing you know, a year or two later, I met a girl there, getting married, and we've been living back and forth there. I've owned a home on the island of Cebu for over 30 years. I got 2 houses there now and a sailboat. But it was just over a lifetime, things happen. But my children, like my son was born in Long Beach, California. My daughter was born in Saudi Arabia. We're an international family. Yeah, my family's every race and every color. I'm the first one to bring in blended family into the whole deal, you know. We're old preacher, redneck, and sheriff since the beginning of the 1500s. Next thing you know, I'm the first one who married outside of his race. Life leads you, you know. I was the first person ever in the history of our family, 500 years, to marry outside of the race. You know, back when my dad was young and my grandparents, you only were allowed to marry your same race and your same religious beliefs. You weren't allowed to marry outside of that. I was the first one to break the rule. It was an unwritten rule. I was the first person in the history of our family, through hundreds of years, to marry somebody who was not a Caucasian Christian. We'd never had a foreigner in the family. I was the first one. Interesting. You're an important person in your family now. Hell, our family's so big. I ain't important at all. Whole family knows me as I'm not the guy you call for hugs and kisses, if that makes any sense to you. If you've got drama and dilemma, don't call me. I don't do drama and dilemmas. I don't do emergencies and all that crap. I don't want to hear it. I'm kind of anti-victimhood. I don't like to hear the whole victim card. Yeah, you got a major ordeal. People don't call me. The truth, the truth they don't like my truth about it. Everybody knows not to call me. I'm the kind of guy, if you're about to lose your car, you're going to lose your car. It ain't my job to keep you in a car. There's no such thing as a family emergency that I give a shit about. I fly home in the morning, I will send you the model numbers. All right, send it away. The truth hurts, nobody likes to hear it. Yeah, I'm a real truthful person. I'll beat your ass to death with honesty. I help you with your priorities. A lot of people come up with a priority that they require something emergency. At the end of the day, there's nothing, oh boys, they're yelling. There's no emergency priority. Now, if you're homeless or food problem, that's different. As far as luxury items, I don't hear no bullshit. I had a cousin about 5 to 7 years ago. She put out something that she was poor and broke and really hurting, and she needed a new phone. If you're poor and broke and hurting, you don't need a new phone. You need some SpaghettiOs and a tent. You don't need a new phone. If you're hurting and can't make it, about to die, you need a tent and some SpaghettiOs. The last thing you need is a freaking phone. That ended my cooperative relationship at that point. It'd be different if that's what you use to make a living, but she just needs a luxury item. Victimhood, always a victim of something. Man, I want to hurry and get home. I may go in a few weeks, as soon as my business deal solves. I want to go sail to some other islands. I want to go down Magellan Bay and head out the place. There's this island that is known for thrasher sharks. I want to check them out. You hate people playing the victim? Yeah, me too. Unless it's real, you know, but if your life is about victimhood, I don't want to hear it. There's an island called Marapasco, and it's known for the biggest or the most abundant of thrasher sharks in the world. And I want to sail over there and check them out. Over to Malapasco and check out them thrasher sharks. My brother-in-law happens to be the sheriff there. So we go there occasionally. It's kind of nice. He's the only policeman on the whole island. So I can go over and hang out and have a good time. Yeah, you guys will be with us. COVID cases increased again. New variant named Eric. Eric sounds like a guy's an alcoholic trying to borrow something. Damn, no beard coming back in is itchy. Look at the hairs all squiggly. I got a couple of more weeks before these lay down. Hairs are sticking up. I need a little bit more growth so everything lays down better. Growing a beard back out is a pain in the butt, man. It's hard. You go through a lot of nonsense regrowing your beard after you've shaved them off. Something's poking me. I got one of them hairs just jabbing at me. Drive me insane. I need a little comb so I can sit there and brush it while I'm doing my work. My damn... One little old hair just jabbing me, making me crazy. Whew. It just weird me out, sitting there just ding, 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 pestering the shit out of me. I need one of them magnifying mirrors. I'll yank that hair out. Have we eaten? Yeah, we ate in the beginning of this video. We had a boiled egg and a raw garlic. I'm back to apple cider vinegar, boiled egg, and raw garlic. So this is back to my old diet that I was on for a long time. And we will no longer be eating lunch. We'll have an evening meal at around 4:30, and that'll be it. We're going to work our way through the keto, get all the way deep into ketosis for about a month. And at the end of the month, we'll switch over and do a couple of weeks of water only, no food. I'm resetting my body again. You ought to try it, Ron. Reset your body once a year. You'd be surprised how great you feel. I got so much energy today. I feel unbelievably great. Really, I could run 5 miles, show up at a massage parlor and take care of the whole crew. You know what I mean? I just really feel good today. Got that feeling like, woo, power. It's nice. You forget how junk food makes you feel like junk. Changing your dietary deal for just about a month. That's it. It's not a big sacrifice. 1 month to 2 months and it resets you. I just started a diet for the first time in your life. Did you? That's good. Make you feel better. Boy, I love a runny boiled egg. Yeah, they're hard to make, man. I never can. I get them right 1 out of 100 times. It's hard to make them right. Maybe easy for you, but I can't never seem to get it right. We have too much fast food and junk food out here in the U.S. Everywhere in the world we do. It's easy. It's not just the U.S. Whole world's got fast food and it's cheap. Costs more to be on a diet than it does to be, it's cheaper to be unhealthy, to be honest. You can get an unhealthy meal anywhere. Fast food in the Philippines is cheap. Everybody eats out. It's so cheap. Where you at, Ronnie? You said when you fly back. Start out with a boiling water, place the egg in, start the timer for 7 minutes. Make it an ice bath. The timer goes off, immediately put it in the ice for 5 minutes. It's cheaper to be unhealthy. It sure is. I'll have to get me a timer and try your method. That sounds very interesting. 7-5. 7 in the boiling water, 5 in the cold water. It works flawless. I'll remember that. Vegas since Friday morning. Oh, have you been over in Vegas? What are you doing in Vegas, you freaking heathen? Over there wasting your money and your time. Damn heathen. Next thing you know, you're going to be smoking marijuana and drinking beverages. Oh, heathen. What airlines fly into the airport there? Cebu Airlines. You can take Emirates, Philippine Airlines. There's a lot of airlines. Qatar Airways. Many. Or you're talking about Jebel here. We go to Dammam Airport. I know you ain't doing nothing good. Oh, in Jebel, there's no airplane. You got to go to Dammam. There ain't no way to fly into here. We're 100 kilometers away from anything. We're out in the desert. We're in the middle of nowhere. This is a town out in the, way out in the boonies. It's 100 kilometers to major cities. Yeah, we're out in the boonies. Nothing near here. Did you see any shows, Ryan? Well, I use Dammam Airport, Dammam International, D-A-M-M-A-N, Dammam. And all flights connect through either Doha, Qatar, or Dubai. But I could use the Bahrain airport if I wanted to. I can drive over the causeway, be in Bahrain, use their airport. But we really don't use it anymore. People used to use the Bahrain airport. I only fly out of Bahrain if I'm going to Indonesia or Vietnam, because they got direct flights out of Bahrain. You can go to Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia out of Bahrain really easily. I flew from Manama, Bahrain to Bali, Indonesia. Damn, that was a long way. Damn near all the way to Australia. It's 15 to 17 hour flight. I did it on Qatar Airways. Yeah, you can take Saudi Airlines anywhere. I took that Doha flight. That flight from Manama all the way to Bali, Indonesia. That son of a bitch, it felt like I was living a new life. It was a big business trip, so we had quality business first class. It was like being in a little apartment for a day. It was big flight, big food, big everything. Then we landed in Bali, and Bali is a shithole. What a junky, hot, annoying place. If somebody ever tells you to go to Bali, just punch them in the face. Boom, they're a moron. If they're telling you to go to Bali, they've never been anywhere in their life. Bali sucks. It's the worst place on the planet. Singapore Airlines around the world, Singapore to Newark, Singapore, it's eastbound flights. Actually, out of the U.S., the best, I forget, there's some good flights, Taiwanese airlines at a real good price. EVA Air. If you're going from the U.S. to the Asia, take EVA Air. That's your best prices. And whenever you're flying over to Asia, all you do, make sure you book your flight from LA to your destination, and book your internal flight separately, because they'll screw you on your internal flight in the U.S. So book your flight from LAX to somewhere in Asia, and then find your own commuter flight to head to LAX. Or San Francisco or LA is the best place to fly over to Asia. Yeah, don't add your domestic to your international. The price will be double. And if you want to fly anywhere in the world, go on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or a Thursday. That's the cheapest time to fly. That's how you get like half price. Look at the calendar, look at the dates. You'll find the best way to fly very affordable. I've flown around the whole planet and I ain't rich. I've traveled the world on a budget. My dad traveled the whole planet on Social Security. You learn all the tricks of the trade. And believe it or not, advance reservations costly. Sometimes you can get a flight the day before at a very cheap price. But right now, flights are cheap. Southwest to Cebu. Well, you'll fly it to LA or Phoenix through Phoenix. Southwest Airlines is a hillbilly redneck airline. It's full of nonsense. The only crap airlines in the world are all in America. You know, here in Saudi, even if we're flying 1 hour to Dubai, they'll serve you a 5-star dinner. In America, you got a 9 hour, you got a 5 hour flight, they won't even give you a cup of coffee. In the Middle East, the flight and the airports are the best. Everywhere else in the world, flights are great. In America, you'd be lucky to get a Diet Coke without bitching. They're so cheap right now, don't even know how they do it. You know, Ryan, right now I can go home for $500 round trip. I don't know how it's handled. Domestic flights are really cheap. Oh, you can go anywhere cheap. Yeah, I don't know how they do it either. Sprint Airlines sucks. We'll never fly them again. Bad experience with them. Really. The worst airline in the whole world for international is Philippine Airlines. Their airlines is terrible. They're right up there with India Airlines. Air India and Philippine Airlines. If you want to experience Air India, what you need to do is don't take a bath for 4 days. Go into the bathroom, take a dump, don't wipe, don't flush the toilet, and then go back and sit in the living room with all the doors shut for a week. And then you're in Air India. You heard about the Indian guy over here in Saudi Arabia who was deathly sick and been to every doctor and couldn't find a cure. Old boy came from India over here to work. He was so sick, he was about to die. He went to every hospital and every clinic and every specialty place, and they could not find out what was wrong with him, and he was about to die. Well, he went to a little old small clinic and told the doctor all his symptoms. And the doctor said, "Oh, I know exactly what is wrong with you." He said, "What I need you to do is go home and get a bucket. I need you to pee in that bucket and then take a crap in that bucket. Stir it all up. Then stick your head in that bucket and move it all around." Well, that old boy did it. He went home, got a bucket, he peed in the bucket, and he pooped in the bucket, and he stirred it up, stuck his head in there and shook it all around. The next day he was cured. Wasn't a thing wrong with him. He went back to that doctor and said, "You cured me. What was the problem?" He said, "Son, you were just homesick." There you go. Ryanair charges for there's your sign. Now, y'all, even if you're from India, you know that was funny. Don't get all possessive and weird about it. That was funny. Well, I better get to work. I got crap to do. I got to set up a damn engineering deal, set up a conference to install some BIOS in some third-party devices that are new on the market, never been tested. So I got to go I got to get some stuff ready. All right, we'll see you folks later. I got to go get with engineering technical department. You're my entertainment for the next 4 hours. I got to work. If you want an upgrade on Philippine Airlines, wear a priest collar. There you go. Remember, Philippines Airline made for Philippine people. I'm going to go win back my money. Oh, shut up. Ryan, just go home. Stop wasting your time. See you, Paul. See you, everyone. Thanks for being here. Wolf, everybody who's here, we appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Remember, in the evening, I'm usually on Twitch. So I'll be on Twitch a little bit later tonight. See you folks. Gotta work. Gotta make that money to send my honey. Hoorah. Bye.